Alrighty, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in.
Who?
Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy. Hello. 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 How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey? Good boy.
To go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to make sense. Happy New Week, ladies and gents. How you going, everybody? Welcome on in. Terry's in the house. Is she here? She might be here. She is here. Tom's here as well. Mav. Dana, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in, guys and girls. Today we have a very special episode. We are going to work on an old music veteran in his 90s decided to put some checkerboard pieces of oak together to make a cap. He glued it all up himself. He's roughed out the shape himself, and I offered to help him get this guy looking a little bit better. So we're going to put the pockets in there for him, the neck pocket, the pickup cavities, the control cavity, and also the holes, the string through holes, and then obviously get the shape nice and smooth and round that over for him. We're going to do some routing for the cavities and help this guy get his guitar put together. Now we have got a factory neck that he ordered, so I'm going to use that neck from the factory to get the pocket the right size, and we're going to do that. Now hopefully no one's freezing. I think we're good. Give me a 1 if you can still hear me and you're not freezing. Give me a 1. Don't give me anything else if you're freezing, because you probably won't hear this message. Okay, so Tom's good. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today. Now, the other thing you might notice is I've got new cameras. I've got new cameras in the main room. I'm going to do this, and you can see that. And I'm going to do this, and you can see that. And I'm going to do this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that. And we're pretty smooth here. We're doing quite well with those cameras now. We've got those. So here's our new camera on the bench. We can see what we're doing here. I'm going to start marking this guy out. And we're going to run the router off that and get a little bit. So this is this old musician who is an old veteran Muso in his 90s, I think, and he decided to put this guy together. So the oak capping is about 1/4 inch thick, and he's got an old piece of Douglas fir, which makes it like a pine, nice and light. We're going to have to cut this shape out nice and neatly for him and get all that done. But we're going to start with just cleaning up that surface, getting a template on there, marking all this thing out properly, and then and doing some routing for him and some drilling. So let's start with that. I'll grab a chisel first and just clean some of this up, because we need to do that. Just get some of those glue bumps off there so that we have the template sitting nice and flat. We went a bit crazy with the glue. That's okay. The guy's 90 something. I'm not going to hold that against him. Of course, this will be sanded and what have you. And he's going to finish it himself. I'm just helping him with the pockets. And once I shape this and round the edges and put the pockets in, I'm going to send that back to him, and he's going to continue working on it. He wants to put it together himself, so that's what we'll do. Okay. Now, I don't know how well this cap's going to hold. These little squares are all glued in. They're all sort of resin. He's used resin to glue all those in. They look pretty. It looks pretty good. He's done a good job. But there are a couple of little gaps there, and there's a little bit of a dip in that. It's not really straight. That's okay. We're going to sort that out. It's going to be as good as as good as it can be. The neck will sit nice and flat, and that's the main thing, and the bridge will sit nice and flat as well. So we're going to space all that out for him and get that done. So far, so good. 4:3 aspect on one camera, probably. Let me check it. That one there's 4:3. Let me check the settings. Resolution. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, it's going to make that smaller now, Tom. You did ask for it, so I'm going to make it smaller. A little bit better now. Ooh. That's better. How's that? Lots better. There we go. How's that, Tom? Is that better? It's better. Good. Okay. Let's get a template on here. We'll mark out some things. There's a hype train on. My goodness. I cause trouble. No, it's all good. You don't cause trouble. That's no trouble at all. If you call that trouble, man, you are in trouble. No, it's all good. So simple little things like that. You can see where we're up to with our acoustic. That's still in there. We're ready to sand those edges and get that back on there. We'll probably do that in the next stream, but I wanted to work on this guy today because I want to get it to him in the next couple of days. So let's do some of that work and see how we go. Let me just get this cursor out of there. All right, cool. Hype train starting. Willie won't go with the resub, and Dana with the resub, and Terry with the resub. Thank you very much, guys. That's kicked it off. Good job with your support. Always supporting me as well as can be. Trying to make this guy a little bit bigger. This chat window a little bit bigger. Wow, Dana, with a big 500 bits. You are out of control. You are out of control. All right, let's get started. I'll get that template. Let's mark that guy up. Firstly, we'll check the center lines. Make sure everything's centered properly. Then we'll start doing some measuring. There we go. That's center. Right there. It's marked out nicely. That's good. I think we're good there. Everything's marked out. I might just make that line a little bit darker. Okay. I'm going to grab that neck, that factory neck now. I'm just going to bring that in and just measure up that pocket width, get some lines and markings up there. Terry with a big 500. Thank you, Terry. You are kicking it along just nicely. Licensed by Fender. A Mighty Mo, made in Indonesia. This is one of these Asian Fender licensed according to this stamp, so therefore it must be true, right? It's got a skunk stripe, a walnut skunk stripe. It's got, that means that it's a one-piece neck. It's a maple neck. There's no fretboard. The neck's been radiused straight onto the maple there. You can see there's no fretboard there. And therefore that skunk stripe is hiding the truss rod, which is put in from the back. And it's already lacquered and it's a nice finish and what have you. Bit of gum on there, clean that up. But that's his little neck that he purchased. So we're going to measure that guy up. We're going to center that guy, clamp it on there, mark around there, get it all nice and straight. Bit of tape across here. Find a center line. Always work with a center line, especially with these pre-made necks. You don't know if that's straight. I don't even know if that's straight. It looks straight, but let me have a good look at it. That's a pretty straight piece of wood. The frets job's not bad. It could be better, but that's okay for a cheapy Indonesian neck. We're not worried about that. He'll be playing some chords on it, I'm sure. What we want to do is get a nice straight center line down here. I need to sharpen this pencil. Excuse me a moment. I'll grab my little sharpener. Grab a little rule, do a little dance. Let's get there at the first fret, 44, 22. And down here we've got it 56. Get a nice straight line through here. Like so. We now have a center line that we can clamp on here, get a big straight edge here and get the edges of this guy sorted out. Like so. So let's clamp this guy up. Bring that off the edge. Grab some clamps. Terry, how many clamps do we need? Thank you for the gifted sub there, Dana. Appreciate that. Mav, welcome to the team. You have now got and Dana with another 500 bits. Keeping it chugging along. And a gifted sub. You're too kind. Clamps. How many do we need? Is the command... Oh, you got to spell it properly, I think. Clammos is not going to work. Clammos is the Latin for clamps. Did that even work? Are our commands even working, Terry? Who knows? No one really knows. Let's get this guy clamped up, so to speak. Like so. Get a straight edge across there, line that neck up, and then we can draw the boundaries of that guy. Lost. It never works out. Huh? Absolutely it never works out. You're telling me. Okay. Let's get a nice straight edge across here. See how this neck's sitting. That's pretty much spot on. I fluked it by eye, almost. Almost. A little bit out. About there. Right there is the center line. Grab another clamp. Lock him in, as they say. Do they say that, Terry? Or am I just making that up? Check that again. tail, bring that down a little bit. I think it's 3 inches that we normally allow. I normally allow 3 inches. Yeah, there it is, 3 inches. That's going to be plenty for a pocket. That's the end of the pocket, right there. So we'll put the base of this guy right down there, like so. And that'll give us a little bit of a different profile. Let's clamp that in place for the time being. Get this straight edge on there. Once we line it all up, we can draw the boundaries of this guy. Gee, that's close. Not quite there. Ooh, pretty close. There we go. That's centered. Right. Let's give that an eyeball. Okay, looks alright. Sort of. Doesn't look straight, and I'm not sure why. We'll get it. Might be just moving slightly with these clamps. Unclamp it. Get that on there again. Try that again. That's spot on, right there. So while I've got that there, grab his pencil. Mark this guy. Like so. Check that guy again. Spot on. Straight as an arrow. Okay, we're good. We can take this off now. There's our pocket. We know where to cut it out. Put this neck away. We don't need this guy anymore. Let's catch up with the chat. Willy Wonka, what is going on? Yes, it would have taken a lot of time and a lot of patience. There's a lot of little squares joined up there, and then he's taken that sheet. You can see it's 1/4 inch thick, and he's capped it on a nice piece of Oregon, or what they call Douglas fir. And there's all sorts of glue and stuff happening on there. I've got to sand all that, but firstly we've got to cut it out of shape, get all the scratchy stuff done first, and then we'll go from there. Dana, thank you for the gifted sub too. Appreciate it. Another 500 bits before that. So the hype train, not bad. Pretty good. Excellent. 1,300 bits, 3 subs. Awesome. Yeah, he's a veteran muso. So he's an old musician from way back. Very eccentric little character. He decided at the age of 90 something to build a guitar for himself. I thought, good on you. Almost as old as I was when I decided to do the same. But yeah, he's going great. That's fantastic that he's so keen. Let's get the templates out and let's get on with these guys. So template box, where you be? Here he is. We need a couple of templates here. We need 3 templates actually, but we'll start with the basic. These guys here is what we need. These little guys. Let's see what I've got in here. I've got some new templates as well. How's that looking? Look at that. I've got the exact pocket template right there, which is good to know. I made these myself. That's a Strat one. You can see the Strat one's got a rounded base there. The Strat's got a rounded bottom, and the Telly has got a square bottom, a flat one with rounded corners. So we're not going to use that. We don't need that. This is the one I want. That's the guy there. We've got all the holes we need here. Bridge holes, pickup hole, and cavity for controls. Just going to take this old tape off. Templates are good. You get some consistency, as you can see. That's what we like. Getting consistency. Put that guy away. Yeah, look, I expect a little bit of chip out. I mean, it's got knots and chips already in it and gaps that he's filled. And look, it's not a perfect guitar by any means. This is someone's initiative and passion here. We need to respect that. Not the fact that the guitar looks like this, but the fact that this little guy's gone to all the trouble to do this. And it's like, that's big ups to that guy. Big ups. Now that's not right. I do need that other template. Damn it! Where is it? I only need that one there. I'm going to draw a straight line across here. It's a little bit tricky drawing on this thing with all the cracks and little gaps. It's okay. We're gonna get that job. That's done. I need to measure the bridge line. So let's grab a bridge. Where is the bridge? Und where is it gone? Terry. done with it. There's lots of bridges here. I just got to get the right one. Here we go. What have I got here? Nope, Gibson bridge. I just need a bridge plate. I've got that here. I'll be there in a second with a bridge. This'll do. It's not an ashtray bridge, but it doesn't need to be. What we need to do is we're just going to mark the scale length and cut the hole for the pickup. He can mark out the holes for his bridge once he gets them. But we want to just measure where the scale should be. So I'll put the neck back in here. Actually, I don't even need the neck in there. Well, I do need the neck in there because I've got to get... Let me grab that neck again. Make sure it is 25 and a half. You never know with these Indonesians. 12 and a quarter at the 12th fret. Guess what? It's 25 inches. 25-inch scale. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Whoa. 12 and 3/4. Yeah, 12 and 3/4. 25 and a half. Perfect. Okay, cool. 25 and a half. Let's whack this one in here. Clamp that into position where we have the old marker. We've marked that where it's going. Like so. And let's measure 25 and a half. We do it two ways. We'll take an overall measurement. Down here. Like that. We'll do it the old-fashioned way as well. 12 and 3/4. 12 and 3/4. Guess what? It's exactly where we said it would be. So there's the 12 and a half, 25 and a half inch scale. So take that off. We don't need that guy anymore. And we don't need this guy anymore except just to center it and get a line in there. So 25 and a half, if you get these guys aligned. Around there, and that gives us a little bit of play. outline there. Okay, what does that mean? It means now we can mark out the pickup hole. There's a head of the scale. Let me grab my other template. These pinholes here are exactly how far behind the scale line. Where is your scale? It's a different bridge, that's the problem. You know what? What I'll do is I will measure from the net pocket, which is 3 inches down. Yep. I'll measure down to the top of that pocket, which is 12.3 millimeters. 12.3 millimeters. Sorry, 12.3 centimeters. So that guy goes there, centered though. Center line, center line. Two and a half. 2.5. There we go. That's where she goes. That's where she goes. Like that. And the bridge will be down here, which makes perfect sense. Good. Bridge could be lower. I really need to get a proper bridge. Let me grab a proper bridge. I'll be back in a sec. I need to make a template now. Terry, I need to make a template. Send me a request, a reminder to make a template for an ashtray bridge. Back in a sec. So let's have a look at that. Take a telly. A Melos T6. This one's nice, solid, stained poplar, flamed maple neck. Really old classic look. Fiddleback blackwood fretboard. Need to measure this bridge properly because it isn't measured properly. Yeah, see the bridge. Okay, so the bridge holes, the bridge is just above those holes there. And measure down, so that's where the pickup goes. Yeah, we're right. So it's just above those lines there. So the bridge line is literally 5 millimeters above the screw holes. Okay. Give you guys a closer look at that, in case you forgot about that one. Okay, there's the old classic butterscotch style, vintage looking satin finish, poplar, flame neck, flamed blackwood fretboard. That's a beauty. She's heavy, this one, a little bit on the weighty side, but solid piece of poplar. It's really, really good. It is poplar, yeah. Almost like swamp ash. It's really heavy, that guy. The butterscotch is cool. The butterscotch is cool. It is a classic look. Okay, so we're right in line with that. Bridge holes. We've got to punch those bridge holes in there. So I've got to pop them in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost in the right place. A little bit lower though to intonate properly. So we're 5 millimeters above that is the bridge on the spacings that I've made. There we go. And so the bridge is going to sit, the saddles are going to sit right here, like so. So I can put the holes right there. I won't put them in, I will mark them though. I won't drill those in case his bridge is a little bit different. And that's why we've got those long screws and the springs. We can adjust up to about 1/2 inch or so the play on those saddles. So we will get the intonation right eventually. So that's his screw holes there. There's 3 at the back. There's 4 there. We're going to leave them where they are. Have a quite close look at that bridge. This one's only got 4. Okay. Okay, that's going there. They're in the right place. Bridge is there. So between there and there. Double check this guy again. Inches, 12. Yep, perfect. That'll be fine. That will be fine because it'll be in that zone there. The saddles will stagger like that, just between those zones. Okay, cool. We're good. We've got it. So we've got that done, that done, that done. We can start pretty much routing some of these holes out. We're going to drill these guys out first. Let me see what I'm going to use here. What am I going to use, Terry? Okay. I'm going to quickly drill some holes with this guy here. That guy done. do that on the on the drill press, and then I'll come back and finish that off neatly. Okay. Maybe a couple of these, bang, bang, might do the trick, and then we route it clean. Same with this. Like so. And of course this guy here just needs a whole bunch of big ones. We won't cut that out today, I'll just get these guys done and routed. Let's mark this guy up. Should do it and go to the edge. Alright, let me get these done quickly. Now the only thing I don't have is a camera. I've got a camera in the other room, but I don't have an extension lead anymore. That lead died, that's why I was getting all those problems. So I've got to wait for that. So I'm going to do this without the camera. I'm going to leave it on here so you can hear me working. You won't be able to see me, unfortunately, but let me go and drill these out really quickly and see how we come up, and then we can do some routing if I'll have time. I don't even know if I've got time. I could do them by hand. It's a bit sloppy though. I want to do it properly and measure that down to an inch deep. Is an inch too much? That's the question. This is a thin body. We have to be very careful here. This is a very thin body. So we've got some, let me measure that thickness because that's not good. He has used, he's put this wood together and he's really got a very thin piece of wood. The cap could have been a bit thicker. If truth be known, where is that ruler gone? Here we go. Let me just quickly measure that thickness. It's not 44, that's for sure. It's probably it's only 32. It's really thin. So I've got to go down no more than 20 mil. No more than 20 millimeters. Okay, cool. So let's mark out 20 on these guys. Grab some tape. Where's the tape? Terry, what did I do with the tape? It's right in front of me. Terry, do you like my drill stand? Remember when we made this? Look how good that is. I'm impressed. Hayes, what's going on? Yeah, they're unreliable, Tom. It's crap. It started breaking up. I tried to do all sorts of things with it. Orby's in the house. Thank you for the sub, Mr. Orby. Yes, this is a little body that a 90-something-year-old man put together, and he wants some help cutting out the pockets. So I'm going to do that for him. Hopefully it doesn't implode and explode. These are all individual oak squares that he's used to make a cap on a Douglas fir body that's very thin, about 35 mil, which is about half an inch thinner than a regular telly. Okay, we've got these marked. We'll go down to 20 mil on these guys. Roughly, I mean not roughly, I do a pretty accurate job on that. Cutting edge. Cutting edge. back in a sec. Pop this in. Alrighty, we're good to go. I can cut those holes out. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll let you listen. Give me a sec. I'll just mark out the drill bit. holes drilled out. Now we've got to route the rest of that out. I'm going to chisel some of this out. We won't have time to route it today because I have to go soon, but we'll get all this stuff out. Get the bulk of it out with the chisel because it'll avoid tear out. If we just go to route anything bigger than 1/4 of an inch, we're going to avoid tear out. Let's get that stuff out. It's pretty messy in there. It's very sticky. It's Douglas fir, so it's got a lot of fibre in there, but it's pretty dry. It's pretty dry. All that stuff out. Let's piece this out. Okay, grab a chisel. We'll chisel the rest of that out. Oak is a little bit hard even at 1/4 inch, but it breaks easily. Like so. Get rid of those big pieces. There we go. And that way we'll be able to route nice and cleanly. Take out the excess. Always take out the excess. Like so. A couple of corners up here. Clean that up. All right. We'll be able to route that and get that guy burnt properly. How much time we got? Still got a little bit of time, I think. Let me just check the time, and I'll be right back. And I think we'll be able to route that now. Give me a second. Okay, let's get our router. Let's route some of this stuff. Some of this away. We'll route those 2 pockets. Pop that up there. Up there. Our router's down here. Router, wherever you are. Come out, wherever you are. I've got to just change the bit on it. And then we're good to go. Good to go. Let's get the right bit out. Couple of passes with a 5/8, not a 5/8. Yeah, about a 5/8. No, it's actually less. No, it's 5/8. Yeah. Let's pop that in. Get enough time to do these 2. Work on this cavity and the jack and the pocket neck cavity another time. I just want to get this done now. Where is my little key? Little key. Quarter-inch is jammed. That's not good. There we go. Get our templates on here. Fresh tape. Fresh tape. Pop some fresh tape over that. This will hold it pretty much in place. It's sticky enough to do the job. Center that up like so. this guy on, and let's do that. Ooh, Lisa has a question earlier. What was the question? Let me have a look. Firstly, what do we need? Highlight my message. Lisa. How did you and this vet find each other? Okay, so this vet, a friend of mine, is visiting this vet, this music vet, to help with some of his health issues. And they said, hey, told him about your guitars, and that's how I met him, through a friend. So it's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood, Lisa. It is, and you know it. It is, and you know it. Okay. Let's go. We've got this ready to go. Plug this guy in, and off we go. Safety first. Do I need a mask, Terry? Do I need a goggles? I've got glasses on. That's fine. Do I need a mask, Terry? Surely. I need my safety face mask. My full face mask, I think, for this one. Let's put a mask on. Safety first, absolutely. Mask, glasses, gloves. That might fog up. I'll just put this one on. So I don't want to breathe any of the glue that is used. We don't know what is used. Epoxy or whatever. It's not great. Tell me if that's too loud. Is that too loud? It's a bit loud, isn't it? Let me mute that out. Here's the first one. Nice and neat. Try for this one. More tape. Perfecto. What did I do with the tape? Centered. Lovely. Right. Back on mute. There we have it. Ugh. There we go. We've got the two doobie whackers cut out. And what we'll do next time is... So we've got our bridge pickup cavity, our neck cavity. We've got to do our neck pocket. We've also got to do our control cavity here. We've also got to do a little hole here. But we're getting there. So next week we will have that all done and dusted, and we can send that back to the man. And that's it for me today. I've got to run. Actually, got to run in a couple of minutes. I'll show you where, before I do that though, where we're up to next week. When I come back later in the week, probably Friday my time, which is Thursday your time, you'll probably see me doing this. a little bit of sanding. A little bit of sanding on this guy here. We've got this guy to do, and if you haven't seen this guy, what we've done here is we've cut the shape. You can see how it tapers off. Okay, so there's the taper. This end is the thinner end. It's 4.5 inches there. It's 5 inches here, and it tapers off, falls away slightly. We've got to get you can see the angle that I cut it at right there. And you've got the back, which is nice and flat, and we need to get that guy sanded. We're going to sand that guy on the round, on the bench plate, on the sanding desk bench, and then we're going to do this end as well, and we're going to box that guy up, get that in there. If you haven't seen this one, what the colour of that is, quickly show you before I head off, for those like Hayes that haven't seen it. It's looking solid. No, it's looking really solid. I've still got to put these braces in here, got to do those there, but I'm not doing them until I get the back on, Tom, to keep that shape from springing. We want to get the back on there and get that. It's not much spring there already. There's a little bit of a spring, maybe a quarter or an eighth of an inch, quarter of an inch max. But once that back gets on there, it'll be fine. We won't have any spring at all. So we want that back to go on here, and we're not going to have any spring. It'll hold it in that shape there, and then we can brace it up to stiffen it even more. I'll show you a bit of colour there for those that haven't seen it. She's a pretty girl. This is what they call Tasmanian oak. No, blackwood, Tasmanian blackwood. And the back matches these sides. So I'll show you what those sides look like with a bit of spritzel on it. That's the technical word for it. Are you ready? Oh, the sides. Look at that side. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Once we get that oil on there, you'll see that flame pop, and that goes all the way around. It's got a flame right around that thing. It's very silky, very satiny. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful timber. It's looking good. Satin. We're going to go a semi-gloss, just a high satin, not too flat. We just want it shining naturally. We don't want it too glossy. I hate spraying ultra gloss. It never ever comes up perfectly. Satin is by far a better finish, and you'll see it'll look like that, which is perfect. A little bit shinier than that, obviously, but we're going to go satin on that, so it should come up well. To give you an idea of what satin looks like, okay, we've set the neck in this guy. So we've set the neck in this guy here. So that guy's got the neck set now. It's ready to go. We've got that neck set in there. So there's your satin there. That's what it's going to look like. And the back, of course, like that. You can see the flame. Might go a little bit shinier than that. This one needs another coat. It's a little bit dry in places. But that's your satin finish there. Probably won't go any shinier than that. We will do a tail piece in there as well. But that guy's, look, this guy's set now and ready to go. So we're going to have to get a bridge on there, get this guy strung up very, 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 very soon. Soon. Okay, there you have it. There's the colour of that guy. Once we get that guy done, it'll be pretty as beautiful, 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 beautiful. So let's switch that off and get back to the real world, shall we? Okay, who we got here? We've got a chat. Dismiss that. Pretty. I prefer strings over blue tape myself, but yeah, look, Hayes, it's exactly what I plan to do. Leave the blue tape on there just to give it a little bit more ambiance, as they say. Ha! Yeah, it comes to life okay. It's Abalone Rose, her name is. That's right. Thanks to the ferals in the chat that did their thing and got it going. Guys and girls, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to be back your Thursday if you're in the US, and that's my Friday here. Same time, same bat channel. Let's get ready to rumble. I'll see you then. Be good. Take care of yourselves. Eat well. Drink not too much. Exercise not too much. Don't watch too much TV. Play music as much as you can, because that is the thing that's going to help you ultimately. Have a great week, guys and girls. I'll see you later on. Until then, ciao for now.